Hey guys, with the beach. We've got a new competitor over here.
What's up, Games by the Beach? I think you guys know who I am right now. My name is Chris. I'm one of the team's sponsored member. Also the vice captain of this team. And we went to South Australia Game Traders Regionals this weekend and had some fun. So yeah,
Alright,
got my
so show us your deck.
awesome. So came third. Got this awesome deck box, got my invite, and this pretty map. And I played Trickstars, as usual. Yeah, so...
Alright, let's get into it.
3 Candina. Self-explanatory, straddles of the deck searches any Trickster card. So I can search monsters, I can search spells, I can search traps. Which is why I love this card so much. Something that never really comes up is her burn effect, which is if you activate a spell or trap, take 200. Simple. 3 Candina, 3 Lycris. This is what people usually get scared of because every time you add a card to hand, doesn't matter is it from the extra deck, from the banish zone, from your deck, from the field, you're burning 200.
And you don't know when it's coming out either.
Yeah, if I choose not to tag out in the battle phase or at the end of my phase, you don't know when this is coming. And if you do a big search and I summon this, you're taking a lot of damage. So, and this is probably one of the best ways for you to make rank plays because these are the easiest to summon out. And of course that one Lily Bell. This card, everyone says, really tempted to run to but never ever do. Same with me, but she is the MVP of the whole deck. Once you've gone through all your resources and you've played your resource war with them and you're out of resources and you have this card and you just recur everything again and you just go again, which is really good. Because her effect is when she can attack directly, and when she does damage, you can add a Trickster from the graveyard back to your hand, and you can just go off again. Everyone is really sad that this went to 1. I'm really sad it went to 1, but I'm still playing it. No reason why you shouldn't, because this just gives you so much advantage before you even do your actual normal summon, because they need to out this first. It's a 1-card Ningirsu, it's also Omega, it's also a body. And that's all for the monsters that I actually summon. And now for the monsters that stops my opponent from playing and actually play at my pace. As usual, 3 Ash, covers every single matchup, especially the road ones. Covers a lot of ground. Why not? Just another sister, 3 Ogres. I came into this regionals thinking that Magicians, ABC, and Spirals are going to be my toughest matchup. So I made D6 along with Drone and Lockbird. So I had pretty much a lot of matches covered. Like some of the times I didn't even need to side. What I usually do, what I did was I just take the whole extra deck. I just chucked it in, chucked my whole side deck into my deck, and just take it all back out just to scare my opponent, play a little mind game with them. But yeah, these are just the hand traps that I play, and of course you can't forget the one-off Maxi, just too good. By the way, never ever Maxi a Trickster player. I was playing the mirror match and he Maxi'd me when he had only 4,000 life points, and I just killed him by burn. His Maxi killed him instead. Because I just summoned 3 Lycris and I start linking stuff and I start doing things and you just keep drawing cards and I just keep burning you for 1,200 damage. That's a lot.
It adds up.
It adds up. Those little burns. And that's all for the monster count.
How many monsters is that?
It's about 18. Cool. So, 3 Trickster light stage, heart and soul of the deck. People underestimate the second effect of this card, which is to target a set spell or trap, and if they don't activate it, you lock it and they cannot use it until the end phase, and if they still cannot use it, you send it to graveyard. There is a very neat combo in my deck that I actually played along with this, and it synergizes so well and won me so many games.
Don't ash that card.
Don't ash that card. Triple Terraforming to get me there. Probably the worst one if people are playing Draw and Lock, because if you search this and they Draw and Lock you, your turn probably just ends. And you just have to pray that they brick as hard as you. 3 Cosmic Cyclones. No reason why not to play 3 off. Magicians are everywhere, ABCs are everywhere, True Dracos are everywhere, even Spirals for that matter is everywhere. And this just covers a lot of ground.
You can afford it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Funny enough, with this one, I was playing a Dinosaur Kaiju deck, and he had 3 Kaiju counters on his waterfront, and I just got rid of the whole card by itself without destroying it and losing a counter, just banish it. For the 2-offs, 2 Scapegoats. I don't want to play 3 of this card, only because this is probably the worst card in my deck that you want to see 3 of, and you want to see multiples of. You just want to see 1, resolve 1, and win from there, straight away.
It is the way to get to links.
That's it. That is the only way for me to get the links, pretty much.
Yeah.
2 Pot of Desires.
Yes.
Self-explanatory, there's nothing much to say. 2 Desires is just enough for this deck. You see 1, you resolve 1, and that's it. The second one is probably just bait, just set, because people think it's reincarnation.
Yeah.
I chose a different route this time. I chose to play board wipes over honest. Only because I think board wipes right now is stronger than honest, because if they out your monster, honest is dead. But if I clear your board, I will always have a Candina in my hand, and I will always be able to push for that damage, because taking all that damage plus the burn adds up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
For the traps, I played a relatively heavy trap count this time round. So, of course, the heart and soul of why this deck's good. 3 Trickster Reincarnation.
Empty your hand, right?
There is that combo, which is the Trickster Reincarnation, Drone and Lockbird combo. Yeah. But really, I don't really use it. I use it as an interruption most of the time. And I use the Banish Effective Monster Reborn a whole lot more. And that is what you should be really afraid of with this card in the graveyard. Not so much the fact that it does that bad Saki combo, you say. And this is actually MVP for this matchup, for this regionals. Shout out to my friend Ryan Slot, our 2017 world competitor. But he gave me a really funny idea to play this card, and it is this. 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. He thought that pendulums were going to be everywhere, so he said, might as well just play Anti-Spell Fragrance and just let them waste their purple poison. And I put further thought into it and decided, hey, this is actually really good, because if I'm playing against a Spiral and they terraforming for their resort and I flip this, they have to set it. And guess what card hits set back row? So they put the Spiral Resort there hoping that they can search next turn, and I just target it and lock it away, and then they send it away and they are back to square 1, and I am already ahead.
And
so
it's easily searchable as well.
And it's so good. I've resolved this so many times, and people just cry when I do this.
Yeah. They just struggle.
And the last card that I chose to tag in as well, Ring of Destruction. I put this in because it gets rid of its spot removal, 1. B, it also works with my secondary win con, which is burn. And if I can burn you, I don't care about my life points, because I'm closer to my win con. So that's my deck, 40 cards.
40 cards. Onto the extra deck.
Extra deck, we got to play the tokens. And of course my favorite, Pikachu's. So that's all the tokens. Let's get that out of the way. 1 Omega. This card literally won me the Spiral matchup, because I sided in going first. I had Gofu. He had nothing to stop me, and I got rid of his Twin Twisters, which then led me to do the Reincarnation Draw Lock combo.
Jeez.
He was not happy, but I Swift 2-0'd the Spiral Blade because of this card. He just saw this, hit the Twin Twister, and the second I locked it, he just scooped. He didn't want to play anymore. He didn't want to give me the satisfaction of using this card to kill him. That was his side. That was his reason. Break Sword, because spot removal is really, really strong. And it's so easy to make with just 1 Candina and 2 Lycoris. You just tag out with 2 Lycoris, you make this. You can also pop your Reincarnation to spot removal, attack, use that Reincarnation you just destroyed with Break Sword to bring back the Lycoris and kill the monster. And what I did today was, against the True Draco Invoke player, was I drove him on his Alistair Search, he set it, I summoned 2 Lycoris, I make Break Sword, destroys Alistair, hit again, he tried again, I drove him again, he set it, did the same thing, and he just took so much damage just off 1 Break Sword, and he just couldn't play. But Guska, probably the only card that I can never make. or rarely ever make. I can, I just make it very rarely.
It's
It's there because of cherries. Yeah. Because if you summon Baguska on me, it gives me a lot harder time to get rid of or break your board. It slows me down a lot, basically. And I like playing in a simplified game state. That's why I play so many hand traps. Two Link Spiders. This is for the Scapegoat combo. Also, Link Spider is just a very generic Link card that just gets you. It clears your board, makes the extra monster zone. You fill your extra monster zone, and then you have more zones to play with, and you can make so many dumb stuff. With the Spiral play, I made this. He didn't want to do anything. I used Candina to search Lilybell, and at that point I already had 4 monsters. Still didn't want to do anything because he didn't see Borreload coming, and I just swiped my whole board and just summoned Borreload, and he went, oh no, I'm screwed. This is for the Scapegoat combo, where you get Eve and Ningirsu, you draw 1, you send 1, which is really good. Proxy Dragon, simple way to get to Ningirsu. Mrs. Radiant for the Scapegoat combo. Also, if I really want to, and if I've already cleared their whole board, go full, mix this and Omega and a Candina, and you're ready to rumble. Akashic Magician. I play this card because a lot of people don't understand this interaction. This card has a mandatory effect to bounce the card that it is pointing to, so I can summon this and say I don't have a Candina in hand, trigger its effect, trigger Reincarnation's Chainlink 2, bring Candina back to where it was, resolving backwards, Candina gets bounced in my hand, I normal summon it, I'm playing again. Ningirsu, the Ignister of Links. Very, very broken card. I like to do this a lot, where I just set my Reincarnation after searching with Candina, send that and something else away, attack, use Reincarnation, bring back a Lilybell, hit so hard they can't recover. Firewall for some degenerate combos, because I like degeneracy.
Just win harder.
Just win hard and cheese people so hard, especially when you make this and have the Lilybell and have the Lycoris Engrave. You're not having a good time.
The Firewall.
The Master out to Spyros. Borreload Dragon. I made this once against the Spyro, which is how I 2-0'd him. I made this trying to take a sleeper, and he used Firewall to bounce it back to hand. So I decided, alright, cool, I'm gonna take your Gaia Saber to punch over your Firewall while dropping you down by 500, and then using my Reincarnation to bring back Lilybell and just hit hard. And that's how we lost. Topologic Bomber Dragon.
Hey.
Board control. Really, really good card. Also, cheesy burn game damage. Like, it's so good. I summoned this once and I used the Reincarnation to bring back a Lilybell once, just so I could bomb his field. And he couldn't do anything else. And I'm just sitting there with this big monster, just ready to attack. Holy Angel for all the OTK plays. This card is so good. People don't read this card enough. If whatever trickster monster this card is pointing to cannot be destroyed by battle. So if you try to destroy my Lycoris without getting rid of her first, I'm keeping my Lycoris and you are not taking her away. And if you don't deal with that card properly, you're probably losing. And probably my hardest matchup, that's why I have this one card in, ABC Buster Dragon. ABC by itself is not hard to beat, but when they get to Buster, that's where everything just spirals downhill for me. So if I get rid of this, I can deal with all their monsters in a very simple game state.
In that case, they're just running rank 4 spam. So
yes.
You can deal with that, right?
Side deck. People think that I'm a little bit crazy. Triple cherries. 4 ABCs. Not even Spirals. I'm not even afraid of Spirals. The second I drone and lock them, they're gone. Because what I did to I run so many hand traps. A drone and lock plus a Ghost Ogre is so good, because if you draw them on their resort search, they want to keep their resort. So they're going to link that away to get Helix out and summon a master plan as a tank. If you drone and lock them and then you ogre their their Helix, they're not adding, they're not doing anything. They have the empty board, which I am going to hit really hard on. And they probably cannot recover after that, because I'm just going to burn so hard.
Yeah, because you're already at the advantage.
And they search so much, like they can't play. 2 Kaijus. This was in because of ABC, but also because of True Dracos. This is probably the only thing that I have against True Dracos right now.
Was the matchup hard or?
My goal of my deck is not to burn. The goal of my deck is to simplify the game state enough for me to play. So if I can simplify it by just using 1 card, why not? And this is probably where the spice comes. You're not going to see this. I play 1 Astrograph. People ask me why I play this, why am I crazy? I say no. Like I said, I like simplified game state, which is why I play this, and to complement it.
3 Wavering Eyes.
3 Wavering Eyes.
Nice.
Why? Because if I play Wavering Eyes, let's just say I'm playing a Pendulum Magician player, right? And they see they're playing Trickstars, they're siding these out because these are probably dead, right? They're not doing much. So if they side these out, I'm winning the Wavering Eyes war. I'm adding this, and that really makes them think whether they want to use Purple Poison to pop my Candina, because I'm going to have a Beat Stick on board, plus I'm going to have the Candina back in hand.
He's big, he's 2/5.
He is 2/5. That's big. And that's the problem with Trickstars, they don't have big monsters, and you're just giving me a free big monster to summon.
You either rely on the links or...
That's it.
Or that.
Unfortunately for me, I didn't play a single Pendulum Magician, so no one saw this spice. Which is really saddening. But, which is probably why I don't have a lot of side. Triple system down, ABC.
Worst matchup.
Worst matchup, and I like simplifying game state, full stop. So, last but not least, evenly matched. Even if you have an established board, alright, Trickstars never really do an established board. They always have a very simple game state, and it's easy to break. They break that, going full in, and you drop this on them, they shit themselves. They get scared. And once that happens, they pretty much don't know what to do in main phase 2. And I know what to do in main phase 2. I have a Candina.
And that's everything?
That's everything, and that's
No
the
worries.
deck profile.
Thanks,
Okay.
Chris. No worries.